I've had the iPhone 15 Pro Max for 11 months now, and today I want to talk about the overall durability and how the titanium is holding up, talk about features, check in on my current battery health, and some longer term thoughts that I have on this device after all this time. Hey everyone, it's Andrew and welcome back to the channel. Is it me or does it feel like the iPhone 15 series literally just came out like last week? And it's kind of crazy to think that the iPhone 16 is coming out in a month. But time is literally flying by, it's crazy. But I want to focus on the iPhone 15 Pro Max today. It is literally the best iPhone that I've ever owned. Originally, I was a little bit concerned because this was my first Pro Max device. I'd always either gone Pro or obviously smaller before that, and I was worried that it was just gonna feel too big. And because of the titanium frame and the overall build of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it is so light, I barely even noticed it. And it's probably what made the transition a lot easier. And just talking about the titanium, it's amazing how well it's held up. I have titanium on my Apple Watch Ultra and that's still in perfect condition. And the same can be said with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Outside of a couple dings and maybe minor teeny tiny scratches, honestly, it's perfect. The phone is excellent in hand to hold. I've dropped it a few times and I've caught my toddler throwing it a few times, and outside of more than usual scratches on my screen, the phone is in excellent condition and I'd say it's one of the most durable iPhones that I've ever owned. The screen is scratched, but the OLED ProMotion screen is exquisite. I do hope that the next iPhone gets that anti-glare that the S24 Ultra has. I think that's a really cool feature, and I'd love to see it come to iPhone, but honestly, I'm not doing too much outside, so the screen looks pretty good, even just being out in direct sunlight, and I think it's a fantastic screen for consuming content and using it as a daily device. Now let's talk about four main features that I want to cover in this video. These are kind of like the standout features that I want to highlight. Starting with the action button. And I know a lot of people initially 11 months ago were really up in arms about the mute switch going away. And just from my personal experience, you won't notice it. I haven't noticed it. I haven't missed it at all. And I don't even really fidget with the action button. I do press it, but it's something that, in all fairness, I've completely forgotten about. Now you can switch the controls, and iOS 18 brings more controls that you'll be able to use. Although that's not out yet, you can get it in beta right now, but the action button's cool. It's fine. I think it's a cool button. They had to add something to the exterior to make the phone slightly different so people want to upgrade. Is it upgrade worthy? No, but it's a fine feature. Now, when it comes to USB-C, that is actually a really cool feature, especially if you're using your iPhone 15 Pro Max for filming in log, putting that video onto an external SSD. That's really good for it. There's a lot of other use cases for it. To be honest though, for me, I don't really use it that much outside of charging when I really need like fast charging, because I do prefer MagSafe. I haven't had really any use cases outside of charging my phone in the last few months anyways, so it's cool. I don't think it's upgrade worthy either, but it is another little feature that adds to an already good phone. Now, I'm not a benchmarks guy. I can't tell you scores, and I'm not gonna do performance testing or anything crazy like that, but I will tell you my thoughts on the A17 Pro chip. If you're like me, a pretty normal casual consumer, outside of like the filming part that I use for iPhone, this iPhone is going to be great for note-taking, everyday use, listening to music, watching YouTube, going on Instagram. It's going to perform excellent. Now, if you're a gamer, which I'm not, but if you are a gamer, it's also pretty good as well. I haven't tested it too much, and to be fair, I just don't really like mobile gaming that much. I'm just sorry guys, I'm not into gaming. But as far as the A17 Pro chip's performance, there's never really any lag, any drop or anything like that. It's performed great. Even in iOS 18, outside of a couple betas having some heating issues and getting a little bit warm, I haven't noticed any lack of efficiency. That being said, prior to beta, I did get all-day battery life, no problem. It's actually the best battery on an iPhone that I've ever had. I could get easily through the day and end the day with like 30 to 25% left in my battery. Although I haven't had any major issues, it's always going to affect battery, and it's no different with this one. My battery is worse. I do have to charge it a little bit earlier throughout the day, but it is still able to get me throughout the day. I end at just around a little bit less than 15%. But yeah, battery is pretty good. But what is my battery health? Which is right here. You can see my battery health is 89%. And I'm going to say that this is because of how much I use MagSafe. I've charged my phone now 319 times. And while that doesn't seem like that much, it's pretty much almost every day that I've owned it, which is pretty good. But to be down this much with normal charging, it's kind of a letdown. But again, I think it's due to MagSafe and probably being on beta. But if you're worried about battery life, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is something to not worry about when it comes to battery. It's very good and you won't be disappointed with that. I will say if you are thinking about getting the 15 Pro, go with the Pro Max if battery is important for you. The iPhone 15 Pro Max's camera is fantastic. Outside of the ultra-wide lens, which I'm hoping Apple really improves on, it just doesn't look good. I don't know why they've neglected that. Everything else is top class. The 48 megapixel main camera is fantastic, and being able to pinch into my subject is also great as well. But where I really like to shine in my photography is with the 5x optical zoom. This camera is amazing, and really wherever I've gone, and it's not been many places, pretty much just within Central Florida, has been great to take pictures on. I also record in 4K 60 FPS, and in some of my videos, I'll say most of my videos within the last year have been filmed on the 15 Pro Max, and this camera just takes insanely good video, in my opinion. So if you're looking for a fantastic camera and a fantastic video recorder, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is probably for you. Also, some other stuff that I want to cover really quick. It's not big stuff, but I'll just mention it. Speakers are great. The display is fantastic. Shooting spatial video with Vision Pro is something that a lot of people are going to ignore right now, but I think for me it's going to pay off in 10, 20 years when spatial video is definitely more mainstream, and I want to look back on memories that I have of my son who's 2 years old, who's growing up so quick every day, and have those memories for the future and just kind of be able to relive it. I think that's going to be really special. The great thing about the 15 Pro Max is you get Apple Intelligence, so that's coming later this year, but you will be getting it on iOS 18. Natural titanium, Apple, please don't take this color away. This is by far the best iPhone color that's ever come. Don't take it away. Don't ruin the 16 Pro Max with taking away natural titanium. I don't want rose gold. I don't know who asked for that. I don't want that. I want natural titanium for life. Okay? I'm also grateful for the base storage being 256 gigabytes. Thank you, Apple. I don't have to worry about space at all. And I do want to state the obvious that the iPhone 16 Pro Max, again, is coming out next month. And so right now you're in that little phase of, do you upgrade or do you wait? And I'm always the one that would tell you to wait until you at least see what's coming with the 16 Pro Max. And if you do end up just wanting to wait and get the 15 Pro Max, you benefit yourself because you will probably find a much better deal, probably at Best Buy or Amazon, to get it a couple $100s off if you find a really good deal on it. And seriously, without nostalgia baiting me, this is the best iPhone ever made. And if you do want to pick one up, I would definitely get one. Wait a month and then go ahead and get it. Only regret I have is not using a screen protector on my phone this year. But yeah, if you have the iPhone 15 Pro Max, go ahead and drop a comment what your experience has been like. We all want to hear it. And guys, I'm getting close to 35K subscribers, so subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, God bless. Thank you so much for watching every video. People I see in the comments that show up every video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. God bless one more time and have a great day. All right, guys, see you on the next video.